Hello, everyone.
We're at our favorite thrift store.
No, welcome.
Hi.
Welcome.
Oh, welcome.
Jeez,
I'm
you just
so
change
sorry.
up. You change up the environment, and Ryan's like lost.
And I don't remember how to do a thing.
So today, this was suggested that we do this, and so we're gonna give it a shot.
I'm
We're
so
gonna
excited.
do a come fall thrifting with us, and this
so
man that's
excited.
walking by the front of my car probably thinks I'm filming him, but I'm not.
I don't think he can see.
So we are at like one of our favorite thrift stores, and we're gonna
excited.
be looking in like the coats and the sweaters and whatever, and you're gonna see the stuff that we kind of pick out, and then you'll see the type of stuff that we decline and what reasons, like what catches our attention right away and we change our mind on, and all that fun stuff. I've seen a few people suggest this, and we've never done it before, so we thought, why not?
Carpe diem. Why not
So, if this video, all of you watching the premiere right now, if it is a little later than usual, that's because we're actually filming this. It is 4 p.m. on Thursday.
It's
I usually would
4:15
want the video to be
Thursday.
far done being edited by now, and we're just starting filming. So, we'll see what time this gets up, but I will get it up by Thursday at some point.
It will be up before Friday.
Yes.
Thursday night, most likely.
Yes.
Friday morning.
So, and, oh yeah, one more thing. When we're inside, there's going to be music and stuff, so we're going to have to do voiceover for literally everything that's inside. So
We'll
we're
get
going to
copywritten
film it and then voiceover after. So if the audio's like weird or seems like fake or something, or we're saying weird things, that's because it's not
later Thursday night.
it's not in the moment. So, yeah. Let's go. I'm excited.
I can't wait. I'm pumped.
So for me, my go-to is always the coat section. I love when it's fall and winter because then the coat section is huge. And so right when I go in, I run over there. Of course, I'm looking for the brands we mentioned in the coat bolos, along with any other bougie coats I can find. This Eileen looked decent. I really feel for like heavy wool and look for chunky, nice hardware, or if it feels like it's down, I'll give it a peek to see what brand it could be. It really has to do with the materials, I feel like, for coats and just like how heavy they are. Also, if you've noticed, yes, I did draw a jack-o'-lantern face on my thumb. So, yes, that is what that is. A lot of the Target ones catch my attention because it always seems like Target has like the cutest stuff, especially the Wild Fable stuff is always so cute. I did not know this brand, so I did grab it to Google it. I thought the pricing on this guy was a little ridiculous. It's just Armani Exchange, no fancy Armani. This vintage find was a definite yes for me. I love the horses. This thrift store really likes to price J.Crew up, as you can see. So, back to looking. There was a lot of Eileen Fisher and a lot of J.Crew, and as you saw, this store does mark J.Crew up all the time, which is fine because I'm not much of a J.Crew flipper anymore. The big struggle with coats is that a lot of them have the brands on the inside by the pocket, like you saw that one was cut out, so you just kind of have to like find the label, which can get a little annoying when you're like flipping through and there's a bunch in a row that you have to keep checking the inside for. But it's usually worth it because the ones with the labels on the inside are the ones that usually end up being like Burberry or something. So definitely look for the label either inside of pockets or on the inside of the chest. At this point, I was in the like long coat section, which has the trench coats and the long wool coats. So this is where I'm especially feeling for like high quality, because even with trench coats, you can really feel like a nice cotton versus a cheap, I don't know, like express cotton. I mean, there are some nice pieces, but not always. This was a Bell Bagley Mishka. If you didn't know, that's like the Macy's line of Bagley Mishka. I do not pick up that one. I honestly don't even like picking up normal Bagley Mishka that much. It just doesn't flip well. It's way too dressy. This little lady caught my attention because it is a shoulderless leather like a moto jacket, which is ridiculous. I was very tempted to get this. It is a Torrid size 1 like winter jacket, but the price was a little high, and they did have 25% off, but still it was a little high. And it was a size 1, which is just 1X, which does not do super well in Torrid. This Levi's coat was really nice and really cute, but the price, once again, was just a little too high for me. They did have 25% off today, but I still did not want to spend that much. I prefer the denim Levi's. If I could sell loft, I totally would have bought this.
So my first section that I always go to when I'm at the thrift store is the shoe section. I love looking at all the shoes. I think it's really nice to just like get myself in the zone and just see what kind of good little shoes I'm gonna find. And then if I don't find good shoes, then I'm like, oh my god, I'm never gonna find anything good here. And then if I do find really good shoes, then I'm like, okay, so I'll probably find good stuff here, which 100% did happen. Just some stuff. So this is a pair of UGG shoes. I was like, oh, these are really cute. Then I realized they wanted like 20 bucks for them. Yeah, 19, so that's not gonna happen 100%. I'm not very good at looking at both sides sometimes. I usually just pick one side and go for it. These come, however, I'm glad I looked at the other side, a pair of Doc Martens, the canvas, mid-tier boots. In the cart they went. They were 10 bucks. Super happy about those. We're looking, we're eyeing, we're trying to find anything good. These little sneakers caught my eye. They were Alexander McQueen upon first glance, and I was like, oh my god, great. And then I realized they were Puma, so we put those back. Then I saw these really fun little like bejeweled sneakers in the bottom. They were just shoe dazzle, so they were just cheap. So we put those right back on the shelf. And then I went looking a little bit more. I'm always super like on the lookout for good shoes because a lot of the time, especially if the toe just sticks out, you can't really tell what they are. So I'm always like trying to find a little hidden gem in some of these shoe racks. Those Vans were just a little bit too expensive, and they were just a little bit too worn for my liking, so I passed on them. And these little silver shoes, I thought they were going to be a pair of like Golden Goose dupes, but they were just Cupid, so nothing special. I just still can't believe they wanted $24.99 for a pair of Boohoo shoes. Sorry. Cute pair of Sam Edelman loafers in the cart. Fly London shoes, I never found these before. In the cart they went. I was super excited to find this little red woven bag, but I did end up passing on it because it did have some stains that I didn't see. Purses at this store are kind of all over the place. I really didn't find anything that was too crazy. I was just kind of looking. They're all kind of just like smashed on these racks, so you really have to like feel for leathers, feel for nice qualities, look for like recognizable monograms. I know this is the store that Jack found a Celine purse at one time, and it wasn't a monogram, so Miu Miu, excuse me, you just really, really, really need to pay attention. And then back to the shoes we went, because like I said earlier, these cute little Steve Madden shoes caught my eye, and they went right in the cart, and I biffed it.
Here's some behind the scenes of Ryan shopping the sweater section. So then I went over to the jeans section. Ryan and I actually like divvied up the store. I got jeans, coats, blazers, and cardigans, and he got sweaters, shoes, bags, and long sleeves. We don't usually do this. It's kind of just first come, first serve. We just pick our spots. But for the video, we wanted to be fair and not repeat items on film. So yeah, I was in the jeans next, and I really honestly look for Levi's, which isn't like that luxury or high end, but that's like my favorite to sell if you couldn't tell. But of course I would take some Mother and anything else like that as well. The jeans in this store are kind of difficult to flip through. It's nice that you can see the brand from just walking down the aisle, but it's still just a little annoying to flip through. These Page, I took a peek at. Any Page or AG I will look at for style, but I usually honestly skip all of them, and there is Eileen. Again, there was a lot of Eileen. So sometimes, since they're hanging like this, I honestly just walk and look at the back and look at that label on the back to see what brands there are. Like there's a Levi's right there.
Okay, so my first section that I went to was the sweaters. I love looking through sweaters, but sometimes you just don't find anything. And I really wasn't finding anything here. They had a lot of Eileen Fisher. It was really expensive. But I passed on that kind of stuff just because, I'm not really trying to pay up for any kind of Eileen. I always make sure to check brands just to be safe, especially with this particular thrift store. They are notorious for missing brands on some of their sweaters. So I'm always super, super, super careful as to check all the brands. And here we have a Vince sweater. It was a really good deal. It was only $8, and I'm just checking it over just to make sure everything looks good. And then unfortunately, I realized the sleeve had a bunch of blue on it, so we unfortunately passed on that one. And here we are, just looking at more sweaters. I really wasn't having too good of a night in the sweater section tonight. Usually whenever I come here, I find so many good sweaters. I did see this cable knit that caught my eye, but unfortunately it was just St. John's Bay and they wanted like $13 for it, so that's a no. Honestly, just really not seeing a ton tonight. It was kind of a bum night. They just had a lot of mall brands, a lot of overpriced mall brands at that. So I'm just kind of flipping through, not really finding a ton, unfortunately. I did just want to show you guys this beautiful Jones New York sweater. It was vintage, straight out of the 90s, still had like a $150 price tag on it. Oh, I just thought it was so pretty. And they wanted $20. Okay, so this is a new brand to me. I don't really know that one, so I throw it in the top of my cart if I'm unfamiliar. And back to flipping through the sweaters we go. I see a lot of these like TJ's brands all the time, and I always double check just to make sure that I'm reading them right or that I'm not passing on something I shouldn't. Another thing I do whenever I look through sweaters is I always feel them before I even look at the brand. If it feels like a really cheaper material or if it feels like something that isn't very substantial, I won't always look at it, which I know is like kind of not what I should be doing. But most of the time, if I find a sweater, it's a really good quality sweater. So it's like the knit is thick, or I can feel that it's a really good material. If I can feel it's like that papery, nasty knit, then I'm probably not going to buy it, honestly. This is what I'm talking about with missing brands. The sweater was only $4, and bump, it was Lululemon. So you know dang well that went right in the cart. This coming up is just a little Argyle sweater that I thought was really cute, but it was just a Land's End or one of those like lower end mall brands, so I did end up passing on it, as well as this next one. I just thought it was cute, but I didn't recognize the brand. This is a Joie sweater that I did pass on because I hate Joie. It does not sell for me at all. So moving on to the long sleeves, I did only find a few. There was this really cute Urban Outfitters long sleeve that was only $4.50, so I definitely said scooped to that one.
Next up, I am off to the cardigan section, and you'll notice I didn't get a ton of footage of the cardigans because actually, when I got over there, there was a lady being confronted about shoplifting. So I didn't really want to get that on film. Here comes the employee right there. To summarize the cardigans, though, once again, I would just say Eileen Fisher. There was so much, and of course, poof. This gave me big Ryan vibes. Yeah, so tons of Eileen. I do not know what lady gave away her like entire Eileen Fisher collection, but there was a ton of new at Tag. I actually had filmed a clip of a section where I found like 5 in a row, but apparently that clip did not save because I cannot find it.
While I was in the long sleeves, my watch kept thinking I was working out when I was literally just standing there, which was funny. But I did find this rails, though. So, flipping through the rest of the long sleeves, I didn't really find anything else of note. It was just a ton of, like, mall brand flannel or just kind of, like, lower-end women's blouses that I just really wasn't feeling. I really didn't find a ton tonight, but the things I did, I'm very, very, very happy about them.
I walked by the dresses and I noticed this, and I just had to show you guys. Look at the price tag on this Rachel Zoe. We all know this is probably from TJ Maxx, so that is just ridiculous. So time to sort through my things. My first find was this Alpaca Connection cardigan. It was pretty pilly, so I decided to skip it. I also thought it was Peruvian Connection because I mixed up the two brands, so that was a pass. Then I found this Torrid kind of like chevron cardigan, and it was a size 3, which is a great Torrid size. And it's a sweater, so that's a for sure. This was a Halogen, which is a brand I've honestly never picked up before, but I thought this blazer was so cute. I love the colors, so that's a purchase. This was a Theory, and it was only 8. I did end up passing on it, actually. Well, first off, I always check for pit stains. I passed because it had a little tear on the side. This is a really expensive brand called Emmanuel Ungaro. The RealReal takes it. I was about to buy it, but then I realized the RealReal does not mark it up very high, so I skipped that actually. This is a Wild Fable, which of course is Target. It was only $4, so I grabbed it, but in the end I decided to skip because it's just Target. This was a Lululemon cardigan, but it was marked at $25. It's kind of weird because it said extra small, small, so I almost thought it was men's, because usually the men's uses the words and the women's use the numbers, but I do not know why that said extra small, small, and I skipped it because it was $25. This is an All Saints, and I ended up skipping it because it was super shrunk. I might give a thumbs up here. Oh, I didn't, I guess, but I thought I was going to buy it, and I did not. Here was one of the Eileens. I skipped it. I don't like Eileen. That's the only reason. This is honestly one of my favorite finds I had today. This is a soft surroundings cardigan for $8.50, and it's covered in like roses. This is my favorite kind of soft surroundings to find, and it'll sell really, really well for me. This is a Madewell I would have bought like a year ago. This year is a no. These booties are super cute with gold on the back. They are Toms, and I don't often buy Toms, but I really, really like those. This is a pair of Levi's that I found, and I believe these are the Classic Straight, and they were only $9.50, and I get 25% off, so I'm going to buy those ones. This is a pair of the Slimming Straight, and I didn't like the wash as much, and they were also $12, so I skipped those. Another pair of Levi's, and these were the 11 skinny, and they're black, which is super popular this year, so I for sure bought those. This pair I skipped mainly because of the wash. You can't really tell on camera, but it's like a blue-black, and I did not like it that much. Then we have this moth cardigan. It's kind of cropped length because it's a large, but it's chunky, which is really popular, so I am getting that. This Free People, I was iffy on at first, but Ryan told me to get it, so I bought it. This is an HWR or monogram by Anthropology. Those usually do well for me, but usually when they're more kitschy, this one's not as kitschy, so I skipped it. This is a North Face that is really nice, but that price tag is not nice. It was $35, and I was not about to spend that, even with 25% off. This is an awesome find. I never find Levi's denim jackets, so I was super excited. It was $13.50, and I get 25% off, so I for sure was buying that. Here is that vintage horse western cardigan, and yes, I did buy that. I love it, and on the back it has a horse and a rodeo dude as well. This was that brand that I googled. It was bad, so let's skip it. And then we've got that Eileen Fisher windbreaker rain jacket type thing, and I ended up looking it up, and the comps were not that great, and so I did end up skipping it. And last but not least are these Lucky Boots, because of course Jack has to have Levi's and Lucky Boots in every store. They were only $8.50, and they're super cute. They're not the basil/basil. They are just some studded fringe.
Okay, my turn. So first up, I found this pony hair black leather Coach purse as I'm trying to dig the Coach Creed out of the inside. That was a great find. Then I found, I might keep this, honestly. It's a Cole Haan men's kind of like messenger bag. It's so cute though, and it has leather accents. That's a good one. It was only $4 too. This, fun fact, was Jack's that he donated to the store, I found out. And I said, well, I'm going to buy it anyway because I really want it. So thank you. And this next item is an Athleta button down. I know these tags can be a little irritating to deal with, but it was only like $4 or $5, and it was from 2017, so I did decide to pick that one up. And then this was a no-go. It was just, I thought it was cute, and then I looked it up, and it just didn't really do good. The brand was Wild Fang. It was just like some little cheapy, like internet, you know, like on Amazon brand. So here's my rails. The rails needs a little bit of detailing. Honestly, she needs a little bit of love. But like for $4.50, like I'm 100% gonna pick that up. It was so cute. So this was one of my only other finds in the long sleeve section. It was this really cute Free People top. I want to say it was a size extra small. It was super cute, and I love anything with that really gauzy material. This was a Free People top that I did pass on because it was so ugly. This is an example of Anthropologie pieces I no longer pick up. Those older Maeve blouses just don't do as good for me. This was a newer athletic brand that I Googled and did not like the comps on it, so I did put it back. The brand was Via Mia. This was a Bailey 44 piece. I hate most Bailey 44 just because it's ugly. So back to the rack she went. Here is that Urban Outfitters top. It's a really pretty kind of sage green wrap top in a size medium. And yeah, it was only $4.50. So heck yeah. Then we have this Dial Vol Surf and Turf sweater. It's an older piece definitely, but Jack has actually had the same one in red and it did pretty good for him. And then this. So this is Ralph Lauren, however you want to say it, but it's Western. This is the kind of stuff that does great. And it was only like $8. So yeah, $7.89. Score. Okay, what do we got next? Now we have, here's the Lulu sweater. Jack knows the name of this one. I do not off the top of my head, but a perfect example of always make sure to check brands on things and to check hems for these sneaky little Lulu tags for $4. Oh, love it. Love to see it. So this is actually a Free People sweater that unfortunately did not have a price tag on it, but she priced it very fairly. I still did end up getting it. It's so cute with the kind of like fake wrap detail on the front. Absolutely love it. So cute. Then I put this piece back. Unfortunately, it was Eileen Fisher. I thought since it was a chunkier sweater, it would do pretty good, but alas, I'm not paying $12 for it. Then I found this really cute rainbow color blocked V-neck sweater. Never heard of this brand before. I think it's just boutique. They had it in the Halloween section, but I did decide to pick that one up. Then I found this blank NYC. There we go. It's a small leather trimmed jacket with the kind of waterfall hem in the front. Super cute, trendy moto style. Then, here's the bag from earlier. It did have some stains on it, which made me so sad because it was so cute. I was so hoping to bring that home. Then, I forgot to show these when I did shoes. It's this really cute pair of Zara, little like kitten heel bow loafers. Bow mules for a couple bucks. Those really cute Steve Madden floral shoes. Again, I do not know the size on those. They look pretty tiny though. They look kind of small. So here's those Fly Londons, as I'm holding a completely different two. Great. Fly London. I've never actually found these before. I've seen other people find them, and I know they sell for pretty good. So I was very excited to find these for $10. And then, last but not least for shoes, this really cute pair of Sam Edelman Gucci-looking horse-bit mules. I was very excited to find those. Oh, I lied. My Doc Martens. So there's one more pair of shoes. These are only $10. They're super easy to clean. I'll probably get $50-$60 for them.
We completely forgot to film an outro, but thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed thrifting with us for some fun fall finds. Remember to check out our second channel tomorrow for a more relaxed non-reseller fall video. And on Saturday, we have What Sold Saturday, where we will be doing another closet highlight. And then Tuesday and Thursday next week, we will have our final fall videos. And on Halloween, we have our really fun, exciting surprise that you all should be looking forward to. And then we'll be going back to some normal, not revolving around fall videos. So let us know what else you want to see, and of course we like to do what you guys want us to do. This is one that was suggested a few times and we were happy to oblige. So I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you tomorrow or Saturday. Bye.
Goodbye.